What up, guys? Killjack Attack back in action. I'm here with Favouredaxe today, aka Alex. And we're gonna be playing a little bit of Call of Duty, but it's gonna be a little different. We're gonna be playing Modern Warfare 3, but we're gonna be talking like I don't know, like political kind of aspects of things about the country. We're in the U.S. by the way. I mean, obviously. So
Politics.
Yeah, politics pretty much. So how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, good. Fantastic. We're just going to be doing some domination today. Now, what's going to happen is we'll probably stray from topics from time to time. Like, we'll probably be all around. But if you guys ever have any ideas for us to talk about certain political aspects in our country or around the world, for that matter, we can talk about it. Just let us know in the comments. This is the first video I've done in a long time, so it's something that I'm trying to get back to just a little bit. It might not be a continuous everyday thing like it was before. It might be like once or twice a week. There's no set schedule, so we'll probably start talking about it once we get into in-game. Right now we're just getting everything set up. So yeah. And not everything we say is like 100% right. It's just our opinion-based things and some information that we either have heard of or have found or just just know about. So, now great, 4-on-4. Fantastic. Okay. Domination. Let's get going. Let's see what class do I want to use. What gun are you using?
I got the PP2000.
Okay.
Capture the objectives.
Just whip it out there.
Yeah.
So,
Charlie secure.
what do we want to talk about
We've
first?
taken the lead.
Talk about the border.
Could talk about the border. You know about that more than I do, so you can go ahead and start.
Yeah. Okay, what the feds have been doing is they have been ordering the border patrol at the south of the border, like near Mexico, to stand down.
Be secure.
And what the border patrol has also been ordered to do is they're just getting busloads of just illegal Mexican immigrants. You can call them migrants or unattended children all you want. They're still illegal. I don't care what you call them. Anyways, Sorry, what?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, what they plan to do with these illegals is they plan to ship them in. They're not gonna do any like disease check at all, so they're just coming in with all these diseases and shit. And so, sorry for swearing. They're just coming in with all these diseases, and and a lot of them probably have criminal backgrounds as well. That MS-13, and the drug cartels and stuff. They're just gonna come in. It's gonna increase crime, gonna degenerate the health of our country, and then they're just going to be shipped wherever they want in the country and just be put on welfare and given housing and, like, free everything.
Well,
and then...
It's also bad about that is these foreign guys, or immigrants, or whatever you want to call them, they're going to start taking the American jobs, and it's going to make it harder for the average day worker, even try and make a living.
That's something I didn't think about, yeah.
Yeah.
But, well, not... they're just going to be put on welfare. It doesn't matter if they do get a job. They're still going to get welfare, like Walmart does with their employees, but that's not the point of this subject.
We're gonna be paying.
Yeah. Anyways, there's more to that. There's more to that than you know. What they also plan to do is they obviously know a lot of these Mexicans coming in illegally are also going to be in the cartel. They're not going to try and keep them out at all. So that's going to increase crime, which is going to make liberals go crazy about guns. And then they're just gonna just do an all-out gun confiscation, and then after that, crime's still gonna go up because of the gun confiscation.
Yeah.
And then there's gonna be police with their armored vehicles and stuff going door to door, asking if you have drugs or a gun. and then everyone just loses their rights and stuff. So it's just that's just more long term. I can't tell you how fast it will happen.
It'll probably be something along the lines of that eventually, though.
Yeah.
You know, these are just opinion-based things as well. I mean, it's probably, it may happen to the extreme, but I mean, it may not. You know, it's just something that we're stating our opinions about. And it's important because, you know, First Amendment, freedom of speech, we can do what the heck we want to. It's okay if you swear too, bro. I'll just say, give like a little notice in the beginning.
Okay.
Saying that there might be some mature language.
You want freedoms? What are you up to?
What?
You want freedoms? What are you up to? Doing.
Yeah.
Being sarcastic.
Yeah, I got it. It took me a while, you know. Gears are cranking, smoke's coming out of it. But also, like, the way I see the economy right now, it's pretty much for the poor. It's nothing but for the poor and for the less, you know, people with less money or are living
and
off
making
welfare checks.
making middle class poor.
Yeah, it's making it worse. It's making it for all worse because the middle class and the upper class has to pay for it. I mean, you know, are in our taxes, and then the poor people are like, oh, we need the wealthy to get taxed more too. Okay, you do that, great. Yeah, you can do that, but okay, those wealthy people, if they thought about making a business, they're not going to even be able to start it because they're getting taxed the crap out of. There's no way they're going to be able to make a business.
Same with small businesses, like they're not going to be able to do anything either.
Yeah, and then you're not going to have any type of, you know, you won't be able to get a job because those people aren't be able to make their businesses, and, you know, it's just going to be an endless cycle of unemployment, and then people are going to be living off of the government. No one can get a job, find work, and it doesn't help with the immigrants coming in and stuff like that. I mean, yes, it's fine if you come in legally, or legally, not illegally, sorry. It's fine if you come in legally and get the citizens, you know, everything.
Let's get this out there now. If you come here the legal way, we're okay with that.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just when the government thinks, oh, we can get them, you know, it's like, no, you can't do that. And then back to the job thing, you aren't going to be able to find a job. Well, the thing is, if you lower taxes, it'll help everyone. I mean, honestly, the wealthy will have more, the middle class will have more. They might be able to start, you know, making jobs, the wealthy, and the middle class will be able to spend more at the grocery store, giving the producers more money so they can make more products for us to buy, and it's like an endless cycle of helping each other out pretty much and growing our economy as a whole. And a lot of people see that. They just see, oh, if we tax them more, we might be able to pay off our debt faster. Well, that might work, but usually it doesn't. And you're just hurting everyone else along with it.
Just gets to a point where everyone's too poor to pay that.
Right. So, I mean, if you lower taxes at first, you're not going to see much change. You're not going to see things in the first maybe 4 to 8 years. But once, you know, that area, you know, rushes over, you're going to see the economy kick off little by little. And then eventually it'll become what it used to be. I mean, it was never perfect before, but it was definitely better. Like, remember when gas prices were like $1.84?
I honestly don't.
Oh, I do.
I've
right
never...
before Obama got in office, they were like $2 or $1.84 or something like that, and now they're like, what? I just saw gas yesterday for $3.49, and there for a while it was under $3.80.
I saw it $3.80 very recently when I went over the fair line.
Yeah. Wadsworth, in another place, Wadsworth, I saw it was $3.40, something like that. So it's gone down a bit.
Not enough.
So that's that end of it, pretty much. So that's what I would say about taxes.
Something I do hear quite often about the economy and the faults in capitalism, as they put it, is if we don't have government regulations on the prices of stuff, then governments will just jack the prices up, which absolutely makes no sense. If they were to jack up the prices of everything, people just wouldn't buy it, so they would be then forced to lower the prices back down to what people will pay for.
Yeah, I mean, it's common sense. I mean, if you raise the prices so ridiculously high, obviously no one's gonna freaking pay for it.
Like
you
one
were saying
person.
Yeah, like you were saying the other day, if you jacked up a candy bar to like what was it say?
Like
20,
Like,
20 or
let's say
50.
the $1,000 candy bar. Who's gonna pay $1,000 for a candy bar? You lower it to 100, maybe one person will buy it as like a joke, like I just bought $100 candy bar. But what's one person gonna do for that company? Gonna make them look even more like a joke, like, oh, one person. So they're gonna lower it to like 50 and then 20, and then like maybe $1, and people will be like, hey, $1, let's just buy that candy bar. It looks good. Oh, this candy bar is really good. I'm gonna buy more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Business, capitalism.
I mean, you need to get the government out of it, honestly. I mean, the government is too big. You get the government away from it, it'll be a lot better. There's just too much government regulation. And the EPA, oh, don't even get me started on the EPA. Oh my gosh. Yes, some of it's fine. The Environmental Protection Agency.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started. Like, they regulate so much stuff, it's not even funny. They have more control than half the politicians. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, oh, you can't drill off the coast of our place because there might be another oil spill or some crap thing like that.
That's stupid.
I think also, the oil situation, honestly, I think if...
Handled poorly.
Yes, it is. It is so handled poorly. We need, honestly, I think we need to start drilling for our own oil. I'm just saying that right there. I know it's not, like, environmentally friendly, but it'll help American jobs. It'll help people get back to work.
Speaking of environmentally friendly, people always say we need to get away from oil and stuff and convert to like electric batteries, which actually uses more fossil fuels, because what's charging the thing's charging your battery.
Right. I mean, you're not going to get away from fossil fuels. I mean, maybe eventually in 100 years when our technology gets better, but nothing right now. It's not going to happen.
Also, people say car fumes, all the cars combined, destroy the ozone. What you need to realize is only one volcano does more than the cars combined. And there's a lot of volcanoes. So if you really think a Hummer's destroying the world, then you are very dumb. And I'm sorry, you're dumb.
Yeah. And another thing is, okay, yes. Okay, this might be a topic where some people might laugh, some of our younger viewers. Okay, you know how animals, they give off a, when they, take a crap, they give off a, like a gas,
Like when they breathe out carbon dioxide?
Well, that, and I'm trying to think of the name for it, but it's like,
methane?
Yeah, methane, right. Yes, they give off methane. Are you pretty much saying that we have to kill off all our animals? They do more than the environment or our ozone layer than cars do, for crying out loud. That's actually proven.
Like volcanoes.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's like, oh, it's us. It's us destroying the Earth. No, not necessarily. I mean, there's a lot of other factors, and also there's a reason why we have trees. I mean, honestly,
like
trees.
Absorbs.
Yes. Gives us oxygen. Grass,
the only thing that keeps me from being a tree hugger is, like, I'm allergic to every plant, so I don't physically hug trees.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that.
Plus there's ants all over my tree.
It's kind of nice not being allergic to them. But I get, like, major bad sinuses sometimes, which is, like, I have today. Like, my nose is, like, kind of burning right now.
Oh, your nose burns? Mine runs and itches.
Well, mine runs a little bit, but it just kind of like feels weird and I get really stuffy, and there's no way I can do it. I'm gonna deal with it. But anyway, getting back onto the government topics. Yeah, pretty much. I've stated pretty much all I have really. What are anything foreign political things that's going on right now, Alex?
This is pretty old. I'm sure some of you heard of it from Fox or CNN, maybe BBC at some point. Anyone ever heard of what happened in the Ukraine? What happened was the Ukraine leader, the old Ukraine leader, before all of it happened, did not want to join the EU because he knew how economically damaging it would be to his country. So what the EU and NATO did in order to get in on Ukraine's money and drain their economy, like they did with Greece and stuff, and I think Italy as well, like what they did was they secretly funded a rebellion to like take over the country. And it wasn't a good revolution. It was a violent one, and it ended up with a fascist right-wing regime that was actually proven to be neo-Nazi. Like they hailed Hitler and stuff. Like this is proven. It's been proven the right wing. Yeah.
Huh.
Neo-Nazi, anti-Semitist.
Predator missile inbound. We are being dominated. Take those positions.
Wow.
And I don't know if this part's true, but I also heard that there was like still some other fighting going on, like where they actually got rid of the neo-Nazi and actually had a real elected guy come in. But I think he's still EU. I'm not sure if that part's true though. Just everything else I just said, I'm pretty sure is true. This is the last thing I'm not entirely sure. And then the thing with Russia, there was a big thing with Russia and America over it. Russia was actually threatened by America and stuff to not interfere at all, or there would be like this big war. And when Russia finally stepped in, because they had a deal with Ukraine, or the old Ukraine, because there's a lot of Russian citizens in the area of Crimea, which we all know that was like a big issue. And when Russia went into Crimea, America was all like, stop this, and trying to, what's that called? Impose fines? What's that called?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Pensions.
I know
They're
what
called
you're talking about.
pensions, I think. They were threatening to impose pensions, which I believe Russia did not pay, because everyone knows pensions are ridiculous and lead to war.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he knows more about the foreign stuff than I do, like the foreign policies and like the foreign issues. I know about like some of the, I think outside the box sometimes when it comes to our tax money and how our government is run. Like, I don't know. Like
literally, leave everybody alone. That's how you cause war.
Yeah. I think, okay, how do you feel about taking our troops out of the Middle East and all that stuff?
Get them out of there. Like,
Okay.
It's not my fault that their people are not doing anything about it. And partially, I start to think that because their people aren't doing about it, the reason is our troops are there.
Yeah. I feel like once the issue gets resolved, it'll be fine. But I don't know if, like, we are causing some of, like, the conflicts. I mean, I know we are because we're over there. I mean, obviously. But I don't know if by us leaving will actually change the outcome. Like, I'm both ways on when it comes to that topic. Like, I think we should get out of there, but I also feel like we need to help. I mean, we can't really help them resolve the issue. I'm just going to say it. I feel like we need to help them get a government situated and figured out. Maybe not, like, help them as much, but we need to wait until they're fine, and then we can... You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I am for us getting out of there because it's our tax dollars going towards it.
Securing C.
I'm for us having an army and all that stuff. I'm for all that, but
Securing Bravo.
we just need to come bring our troops back because we have no business being over there right now.
Charlie
We have
their
no
country.
business being anywhere, really.
UAV online.
Yeah, we should be back home.
Like, we don't even have business being in our military bases in Germany and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
they're not.
why
it's-
do we need that there? What good does that do? What threat is Germany? Not like Hitler's there. Hitler's been in South America for quite a while.
I mean, something could spark back up, but it's very doubtful at this point in time.
You say that, but what's really going to spark up as any
Right.
threat to America? Like China, maybe. Russia, probably. Germany?
No.
Telling me Germany's a threat? What's next? Czechoslovakia? That's not even a country anymore. They split up.
Yeah.
Czech Republic, Slovakia.
Securing
Yeah.
B.
So,
We lost A. Bravo secure.
oh, I just died. Doggone it.
I killed the guy that killed you.
Online.
Oh,
Job. 20 and 14. That's not bad. All I care about is positive, but in this game, I can care less.
all I care about is winning.
Enemy AC-130 above.
Like, I'll go for a flag if it's but I mean, I'm not gonna go out of my way to try and capture it.
I go out of my way to capture him.
See, I used to be a real big team player, but I pretty much move on most of the time because I'm tired of, my teammates not doing it. Because they do what I do, they go for the kills. It doesn't help there's an AC-130.
I could go for the kills, but honestly, my skill's not the best. They're probably some of the worst, so I just go for
You-
flags.
You get more from flags than most goes from flag kills.
Most of the time, I do end up getting quite a few kills going to the flag.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
after this game wraps up, we'll probably, well, it depends how long we go. Go ahead.
Anyways, back on the topic of the Middle East. I personally believe, because I've seen lots of stuff that leads towards that being the actual problem, that Obama and the CIA fund Al-Qaeda and are doing this all on purpose.
Alpha.
It's like Star Wars. Emperor Palpatine runs it from both sides.
UAV spotted.
Yeah.
Alpha secure.
Causes the conflict, gets more power. That's why there's all these troops, not troops, or police, which will become troops soon, getting all these armored vehicles,
Positions.
like,
Yeah.
for power, and saying it's because Al-Qaeda. I didn't realize Al-Qaeda was in my backyard. Should I be concerned?
Maybe. You never know.
We lost A.
And then you were texting me the other day. You said there was like some kind of backup in traffic in Texas or something like that.
Well, that's about the border, which we should have mentioned. But there's this thing with the back on the border. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I read somewhere, and then I seen video and photographic proof of it, where Obama was in Texas doing some speech thing. I don't know exactly what he was doing. He was being God again, I suppose.
UAV
Trying
spotted.
at least.
And
UAV online.
something I would never do if I was president or anything political for that matter is he closed entire highways, causing traffic to back up 20 miles, and cars were at a point where they just didn't even move because Obama was driving through, and oh my God, it's the president, or as I like to call him, the joke, the Joker or whatever. Like, do you really need to block off an entire highway?
Secure.
I know.
Like,
It's,
no.
I feel like him being down there right now is a distraction from the immigrants coming over
Oh,
on that
it
bus
is.
because they couldn't wait to be processed or whatever, so they just brought him over.
The invaders.
Everything crazy that happens, whether it's the president or a celebrity, is all a distraction to take you away from the real thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know that thing with Miley Cyrus and the twerking and the Justin Bieber doing the drugs and driving?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure some political person, because they were trying to do some crazy thing at the same time, told them to do that to distract the masses.
Probably.
It's like that thing in Hunger Games where the president guy had Katniss and Peeta pretend to be married to distract the public.
It's pretty much just like that. That's what I was watching those movies, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is kind of just like our government right now, you know?
Yeah.
In a way. They do all this stuff to try and distract us from what's actually going on, and some people are, I'm sorry, but you're stupid enough to believe it and get caught up in it. And it's terrible because it's pretty much, I don't know. They're trying to make Americans, they think Americans are stupid, and it's becoming down to that. And people need to wake up and see what's going on.
I'm gonna pretend to be a liberal right now. Oh my gosh, you don't care about what's going on? Like, you don't care that LeBron James might... Oh, you're racist if you don't care about what LeBron James is doing. Is it because he's black? Huh?
I love how it's always the race card, too. They always pull that out. It's like, because he's black. No, it has nothing to do. It's because his crappy policies are terrible, and they're, just
no one
destroying.
likes Joe Biden either.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's just as bad. Just Obama's the one higher up right now.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like if you have a king and you have a prince, you don't blame the prince because the king's the one currently doing it. Prince just supports it. When the prince is in charge, that's when you blame the prince.
Securing C.
Yeah.
Charlie secure. Enemy has Alpha.
There's just a bunch of stuff going on.
We've taken the lead.
It's insane.
Enemy has B.
Did you hear about the feminists in Band Bossy? I know this is old, but...
Oh, no, I haven't heard about that.
What feminists tried to do, and which, like, liberals obviously supported, is the banning of the word bossy. And the reasoning is whenever a dominant male figure would call an assertive female bossy, it'll make the female individual not want to assert herself and live as she wishes, because you discriminated her personality by calling her bossy.
Wow.
Like, what do you want me to do? Call him a cunt? I'm not gonna call someone a cunt. That's being a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call them bossy.
Right. Wow, I'm just died. Might be capturing predator missile right now.
Predator missile ready for launch. Repeat. Predator missile ready for
But
launch.
yeah,
Like,
we're too caught
it's
up
like
in the fact that trying to fence it's like, get over it. You have
like the word, I'm not gonna say it because, like, that'll be way too much stuff to deal with. Like the N-word and the word faggot. Like, big deal. Like, I'm
It's
not
like,
gonna
man
say it,
up.
but why is it such a big deal? Like,
Yeah, man up.
these words have these meanings for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, it might have been the words might have been created by stereotypes, but so, I mean, they're
In
there for...
England, the word faggot means cigarette or something, or
Yeah.
just the word fag.
That's the way it is over here, too. I mean, just no one ever calls it that. We call it the butt of a cigarette because we're afraid of offending people.
I didn't realize that, actually. I never knew that.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't even,
Friendly predator.
like, I just call them cigarettes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
know
that's
why
just
people call them buds.
It's the butt. It's like the brown part of the cigarette where it's pretty much done burning. You're pretty much supposed to put it out. That's called the butt. The cigarette's called a cigarette. It's just the back part.
Let this be known that we don't smoke.
Yeah.
Yet.
Well, I'm not
old
going
enough.
to.
Me neither. Smoking's bad, people. It causes cancer.
It can. Yes, it can.
There's no reason to put a syntax on it.
Yeah.
No one wants to give themselves cancer.
Securing
Gonna pay the medical bills anyways.
Right.
Or no, with Obamacare, they'll be put on the death panel and have their lungs removed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, forgot about that. Obama. Oh my gosh, Obamacare. I don't even. start
Obama,
on that.
why?
Right. Everywhere it's been used, it has always failed.
Failed.
Everywhere in the world they have tried it. We've even already started implementing it in some of our states, and it has failed.
Securing Alpha.
I
It's like,
don't
really?
even need to see it fail to know it will fail. Just the name Obamacare makes me think, what is this?
Right.
Are you
It's-
kidding me?
Oh my gosh, it's like
What
not
an
even.
egotistical bastard.
Yeah. It's insane. I don't.
Isn't
There's just so much
isn't
stuff
Medicare like a similar situation, just nowhere near as bad?
Yeah, it's kind of similar, but only it's for I think it's for retired and
Oh.
people that need. No, Medicaid is for retired people. I think. I don't know. It's one of the
Ah.
two.
We're young, we don't need to know this now.
Right. I mean, we just pretty much we're talking about stuff that we know for sure,
Securing A.
and or assume that we know. Like a lot of the things in politics are assumptions, and it's not always good, but it's okay to think, okay, what about this happens, and then this might happen, and then the whole it could end up being, ouch, C4. It could end up being really bad. I mean, or it couldn't be, you know?
Securing C.
You just have to watch out for that, pretty much. We just need to wake up. A lot of Americans, I feel like they
I
need
woke up to found out everyone was asleep, taking a leisurely little nap.
They all were drugged up on NyQuil because Obama said you need it. So
NyQuil. Like, if you
NyQuil.
want to take NyQuil, because it actually helps you sleep, go ahead. Don't abuse it.
right, don't sit there and chug the whole bottle. I mean, that's just
UAV
stupid.
online.
I think that it will kill you, actually, if you
Yeah, it
chug the
will
whole
because-
bottle.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the same thing as regular alcohol. There is some in it, but it's like all of
Alpha
that
secure.
medication.
Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Medication that probably doesn't help for like, most
Yeah.
people.
Explosive decoy on
Not
the way.
most people. Some people it does. Like for me, it
Care
does.
package on the way.
Honestly, it clears me up if I have. There just shouldn't be, you know. They're just
Losing A.
whatever. Okay.
UAV online.
What are
Securing
we
B.
doing in your store? Oh, definitely. We might be able to turn this around. Always think positive, right?
Friendly street.
Yeah.
Securing
Well, if you think too positively, you'll probably make yourself go back to sleep if you're too positive. It's like, don't be a statist.
Yeah.
I saw a comic that I showed to two of our teachers. Their names will not be mentioned to protect them, but both of them laughed at it. And what the comic was, it was like, what it was is, it was a father and a son in the first block or whatever you would call it. I don't know what comic terms are. And it said, what the son was saying was, Dad, I'm a statist. And the dad was like, oh no. And he jumped out the window. He's like, oh no, roads. Everything is roads. And there's just roads everywhere.
Oh my. Also, something not a lot of people realize is it's not offensive, I'm just saying. But it goes back to the topic of offending someone. There's no need.
Securing B.
Okay.
Said that. But a lot of the teachers in
Dude, look, would you look at this? How we one of them?
are saying that right now. And that is the reason why they're always for, you know, the Democratic side, because a lot of the Democrats are
Friendly Predator
liberal.
missile inbound.
So that's why they're more for Democrats. And the reason why they are liberal is because because liberals
I never
are,
understood how this whole Democrat, liberal, Republican, conservative stuff started. Like,
it's like different
if you're
organizations.
if you're Republican, you're most likely conservative. If you're liberal, you're most likely Democrat or whatever. And vice versa, both ways.
Losing Alpha.
Yeah.
The only way I could see it being different is if you're, like, more libertarian like I am.
Yeah. I'm more of, like, some of the views I do, you know, I like. A lot of the views that you have, I like. It's just, you know, a libertarian is more of what am I looking for? An extreme version of a
Conservatism?
Yeah, and that's what I'm for. Mostly. I mean, I might have, I don't know if I have any of the other aspects. I might have some. I mean, everybody has different aspects to their life. But anyway, back to the topic on teachers. And most of the teachers are liberal, and the thing is, the reason why they are that way is because the Democratic side is more apt to give teachers more money because they always complain that they don't have a lot of money. And that may be true, but more than likely, they are making a good amount, you know, for what they do. And a lot of people don't realize is their health care is insane. They get really good health care. I'm not even kidding you. I mean, it's really good. Probably better than most of us can ever get. And that's like half, you know, like if you're not having to spend on medical bills.
Damn, I almost got the last kill.
You're obviously gonna have more money. So yes, they might not be making as much, but they don't have to pay as much. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then a lot of them try and state their opinions in the classrooms and stuff, and it turns a lot of kids in that ideal favor, and that's why a lot of people aren't realizing what's going on, is because they're only hearing one side of the story, which is wrong. If you're going to talk about it, talk about the other side too.
We're just talking about the side that's right, really.
It just works out that way, you know. I don't like to talk shit because there might be somebody in this party, you know,
want
to try to just go in, and I don't think it'd be a good idea because I'm gonna kill all you
What's really bad is there are sides. I mean, that's just sad. It's pretty much come to a political warfare.
You're going like last game, or keep your mics plugged out, stay in your parties, your respective parties.
But anyway, I'm gonna get off that topic because
we gotta follow.
You have anything else to add?
I don't think you down with Friday, you don't like to capture, you just like to run around.
It's up to you.
There was a thing in Germany about the NSA or something.
Oh yeah? Was that recent?
Very recent. Like, Germany asks top U.S. intelligence official, I'm assuming either CIA or NSA, who else spies, to leave country over Spyro. Not the dragon, if anyone's...
Yeah, not the... Okay, I got
This comes from www.theguardian.com, so no one sue us for copyright, because why would you?
Right.
In the first place. Diplomatic relations between Germany and the U.S. plunged to a new low after Angela Merkel's government asked the top representatives of America's secret services in Germany to leave the country.
Securing Charlie.
While not formally amounting to a full expulsion, the move nonetheless sends a dramatic signal after a year-long dispute triggered by the revelations of the NSA whistleblower known as Edward Snowden. Merkel seems to have finally run out of patience with Washington's failure to explain itself. You want me to keep reading, or...?
It's up to you, bro. If you want to talk about it a bit, you can. It's your topic.
I'm just reading the article here.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you want to elaborate more on it and explain it, you can. You know, some of our younger viewers don't understand.
They probably won't. I'm here for Call of Duty, but it's just for their...
Yeah.
Just for their eyes.
Oh, what?
But,
Here, you. According to Dudetsu Ditung, I probably pronounced that wrong. Probably turned racist now. The U.S. Embassy staffer who has been asked to leave the CIA. So it's the CIA doing it, I believe now. has been asked to leave is a CIA chief of station who coordinates Secret Service activity in Germany and who emerged as the key contact for two German officials recently arrested for allegedly spying for the U.S.
Wow.
Again, what's Germany doing that we need to have troops there and spy on?
Right. I mean, as far as I know, there's nothing going on. And it goes back again to the fact that we need to get our butts out of these other countries. I mean, we have no business going there. Their countries, not ours. Worry about ourselves. Our economy is needing more work than anything overseas. But yeah.
Securing Alpha.
It's like the Roman Empire. They have all this land and say they're democratic or whatever, but they have, like, troops everywhere, or had troops everywhere.
And what happened to the Roman Empire since they had all
They
those?
fell.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen to us if we.
They fell to. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe they fell to, like, Persia or Alexander the Great or something.
Something like that. But the reason why they did fall
No,
is because
they fell to Persia, I think. And then Persia fell to Alexander the Great for the same reasons.
well, it comes back to the fact that
It's just, let's just not have troops anywhere, like, at all.
right. It comes to the fact that the reason why they fell was because they were too big. They were too spread out. They couldn't get information across as easy, and things got complicated, and crap happened. And that'll happen to us if we're not careful.
Securing A.
In fact, it's almost already starting.
Look how Russia put its borders to our military bases. They must want war.
UAV online. Enemy
Probably what some people actually said. I love how people say, like, Russia is extremely anti-gay, so we need to not support Russia. When I heard several times, and actually believe now, that Russia actually has, like, better pro-gay laws than America.
I don't know. Or I don't. Well, I should have said probably, but I don't know because I'm mixing up my words in my head.
explosive decoy on the way.
Probably, but I don't know because I don't really know about Russia right now. You're more of the overseas kind of guy. I don't really know much about that. Because you look up more
like
about that
overseas.
stuff.
I like
Yeah.
knowing things. I notice I do.
Yeah.
I like to do a lot of research.
Yes, you do, and it's good. It's good to stay informed. It's really important. That's what a lot of Americans don't do.
Like,
It's
I'm pretty sure you can find any random veteran, and they would probably be better than me. But that's because I'm like 17 and not
Right.
in the army, nor will
We're
I
both
ever will be.
Ready for deployment.
Yes, we're both 17.
A secure.
Out there. He's slightly older than I am. I don't know what day,
Friendly predator
what
missile.
Adult here. I'm the adult. I have all the authority.
Yeah.
UAV online.
Respect my authority.
Predator missile
Just
ready for
respect
deployment.
it.
Bravo secure.
Yep.
I totally respect you, bro.
Missile inbound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. I respect
Bro.
you.
You lost Bravo.
Referencing to a scene in South Park.
I don't watch
Enemy
that.
Cobra incoming.
I stopped watching it because they took it off Netflix or something stupid.
Did they really?
I can't find it on Netflix.
Inbound.
Probably has something to do with like
Enemy A6
racial problems.
securing C.
Probably, because there was an episode that had to do with the hate crimes and stuff, and there was they had a like I don't remember their names. Like
Yeah.
I remember people like Cartman and stuff because they're like the main characters. But there was a black character whose name I don't remember. I haven't watched it in a while. Where the black member, I don't remember what he did, but like Cartman got mad and Cartman hit him because like he doesn't like people like messing with him, like anybody at all, not even his friends like Kenny and the other two with the blue hat.
Missile inbound.
And then all of a sudden, because Cartman hit the black child, like authorities came and arrested him, and were gonna put him in jail for hate crimes. And then his friends, what they did is the friends went to the family of the black child, and even they were infuriated. Like, it's not because we were black; it's because our son was just doing idiotic stuff to make him upset.
Yeah.
And I guess that might have that's an old episode, I believe, but I guess it must have pissed off somebody who finally seen it.
Oh, it offends this one person, so no one else can see it.
It offended 20 people, so it must have offended 20 billion people.
Yeah.
Referencing to what happened on Family Guy once. Yeah, they had this. They were making fun of the I don't remember what it is. Like, it controls televised things.
Yeah.
So what happened was, and this is made up, I believe, where on some award show that Peter didn't get to watch, someone's pants, I guess, dropped or something, and their genitalia showed to the world, and it was, I guess, really funny. But somewhere around 20 people were like upsetted by it or offended by it. It was like private parts on television,
yeah,
or something, even though it's a cartoon, but still. Like, so the company was like, 20 people were upset by this, or 20 people were offended by this. That means 20 billion people were offended. We got to fix this. So they started censoring everything.
Explosive decoy on the way.
Like, it even got to the point where the agency was in people's houses, keeping Peter and Lois from, like, doing their thing because they're adults. Like, you know what I mean, like intercourse.
Yeah.
Like, no motion at all. Like, we're in our house. The only people that can see us is you, because you're watching us. It's like a comic I saw about the NSA spying. Like, I noticed your phone's off. What are you up to? And it's like a man and a woman in their bed in their bedroom.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up here for today. Let us know if you have any ideas for things for us to talk about. Don't forget to leave comments. It's much appreciated. I'm trying to get this channel back on its feet. You know, it's been away for a while, and like I said, this might not be an everyday. This probably isn't going to be an everyday thing, which it probably isn't, but it might be like a weekly thing that we do every now and then. So there's no set schedule. I appreciate you watching, and comment, like, favorite, always helps. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.
Goodbye.